Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to try 450 North Frosted Nuggets, double dry hop, double IPA, Galaxysimcoe azacca. Excuse me. And technically for 450 North, this is kind of where I started, was with their IPAs. We couldn't get them here in Michigan, so I know a couple people went down to Indiana and picked up a couple of them. I know there were three. I had three, and it seems like Nuggets was in the name of those also. But if we spin this around, let's see if we can find. So 7.2% ABV. Yeah, double dry hop, double IPA. I'm guessing this is going to be a New England. Just guessing. Not sure what the cost on this was, but let's go ahead and get this open and get it into a glass. Yeah. Definitely double New England IPA, at least for the looks of this. But I guess that really doesn't mean anything in today's world when you can pretty much call a beer whatever you want it. Off-white colored head, maybe a little bit of yellow coming through. Pretty much all small bubbles. About half a finger of head. Milky orange, light orange in color. If you've been following me, and I'm sure I've been a broken record, usually if it's orange colored like this, I say it's going to be more citrus than fruit based. You guys are seeing a little bit lighter, more yellow, as to where it's definitely orange. I'm trying to see if I have anything around here to compare it to, but for a double New England IPA, looks good to me. Can't see through that thing at all. Let's go ahead and smell. Maybe some of that dank passion fruit coming through. Juicy. I think I would go for like a juicy pineapple fruit in there. There's definitely some dankness, and I believe that's probably coming from the Galaxy. Yeah, I would there's definitely some sweetness also in there. Maybe like a very low hint of like onion garlic from the Simcoe. Yeah, I think that passion fruit dankness sticks out the most. Then a juicy pineapple fruit with a touch of like onion garlic in there, and that's about it. For the azacca, I was hoping to get maybe a little peach, but I think with all those other flavors, you're not going to get that out of smelling it. At least I can't. So let's go ahead and taste. Definitely get the garlic. Um, you could probably say onion in my mind, but I think that garlic from that Simcoe stands out the most in this one. I almost want to say more citrus in the taste. Like a creamy citrus, creamy orange, um, bitterness on the back end. Aftertaste, I'm getting that garlic. I think I try and pick it out every single time now. Um, huh. Like all I can smell now is garlic. Yeah, it's. I would say that garlic is pretty much through the whole entire palate. More like creamy orange, some bitterness, maybe some orange rind in the back, a little bit of sweetness, but I think that bitterness, at least for me, help cuts the sweetness. I would rather have these on the bitter side than on the sweeter side. For the alcohol, I can't get any. There is a little bit of burn, but I believe that's from the hops, that maybe probably the dry hops. I can pour the rust in here just to see if it changes it up. With frosted, I was almost thinking this was going to be sweeter. It'll be interesting to see what they say on Untapped. But I was just thinking sweeter, juicy fruit, sweeter, juicy citrus, something along those lines. Yeah, don't get me wrong. At the beginning of the palate, there is, I would say, a medium amount of sweetness in there. But again, it's more, it almost comes through, like, I think I could make myself think that it's like a lactose, so it's more of like a sweeter orange, almost like a creamsicle. But then about middle of palate, that bitterness, that rind bitterness, that's why I'm going to stay with like orange rind, kind of kicks in. It sits there. And yeah, I can feel it on the back of my throat. For a score, I think for a score on this, I would have to go 4 out of 5. Uh, I think that garlic, I haven't said the onion in a little bit, but I think that garlic is a little too much, at least for my liking, if that's what it is. I believe that's what it is, but it's a little too much, and that juicy citrus, if that's what they're going for, is a little too low. Usually with azacca, I get peach skin. Definitely don't get that in this, but that could just be me. So 4 out of 5 on this one. Let's go ahead and check Untapped. None of my friends have had it. 44 people have checked it in. 4.01 out of 5. So this must be a new one. I know the place I got this from got it in the day I picked it up. So hoppy, smooth, juicy, bitter citrus. Okay, yeah. Hoppy and bitter. I guess if you want to say the hoppiness is kind of the burn in the throat, but yeah, for all the rest of them, I think it's spot on. Juicy citrusy hops. Uh, yeah, yeah, like 16 hours ago, 16 hours ago. So yeah, this definitely must have just been released. But yeah, if you're into beers like this, it definitely one to pick up and try. If you enjoyed this review, check some more out over here. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And until next time, cheers.